Interesting details to share on the MBM channel today. You see, I'm diving into something quite fascinating. I thought about a neurological booster device called a Powerball. It's also known as the Gyroball. Some of you might have seen one of these before. It's a decent size, and bigger than one of those strange orbs showcased in the movie Starman. Except Starman's orbs didn't provide him any type of holistic value, for they were just power orbs. No, in the case of these Gyroballs, they are round handheld devices that look like cheap plastic in appearance. They may look like a toy, although they aren't just any regular round ball-shaped figure gamagite for a kid to play around with. It's a device designed to build levels of tension within the hands, specifically areas dealing with the hand, wrist, or forearm. And the purpose of building tension within the lower arms is to help stimulate nerve sensory leading back to the brain. So, if you guessed this is about people who are dealing with lack of stimulation, where the brain is going numb, you're 101% correct. Thus, enter the Gyroball, or to clarify more of as a Powerball, can provide enough resistance once the user engages with it through exercise. In fact, there's a YouTube channel called Claribet Pelerina, and in this I'm guessing the young lady's name is Claire pointed out a significant aspect. She said the Gyroball helped strengthen her wrists, in which she demonstrates during a clip showing her performing balanced movement during pole exercises. So, the Gyroball workout helped her generate mass force she's now able to use. This also shines a spotlight on gymnastics. Because it's a similar thing needed for performers to pull off balance acts, handstands and flips require timed rhythmic responses. Having stronger wrists coupled with a finely tuned mind is a definite must to have at your disposal in that particular competitive sport. Now, after what has been just said, what happens if this handy hand exercise could be substituted as a cognitive booster? Well, that seems to be the case indeed, because there are more reported studies surrounding cognitive decline that need to be addressed, like matters such as neurodegenerative issues. So, now are the key factors where Gyroball may help improve individuals dealing with Alzheimer's disease and dementia. This little gadget is being touted as a game changer. Now, the majority of people will see it solely as a fitness tool. However, it's more than just that. What they're missing is that the type of stimulation the device can offer its user, and again this points toward the stimulation of brain activity, which is supportive of neurological health in interesting holistic ways. Alright, so you have a vague idea of what the Gyroball is, but now it's time to get into the deeper aspect of how it may help stimulate the mind. Okay, so let's cover the specific areas that can be strengthened to help stimulate cognitive activity within the brain. And as a disclaimer, the following information shared does not guarantee a cure or fix for either disease. This is a point made that you have to understand firmly before we proceed any further. Alrighty then, for starters, the Gyroball isn't just a fitness device primarily for strengthening your hands, wrists, and forearms. This is gyroscopic technology that can help change the lives of individuals currently living with debilitating diseases such as Alzheimer's and dementia. Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia, which is between 60 to 80% of cases. It's a brain disorder that's manifested from the accumulation of abnormal proteins known as amyloid plaques and tangles. What makes it such a deadly disease is because it's responsible for killing off healthy cells within the mind. The brain's structure undergoes abnormal changes, and the slippage of memory is just the start. It can get to a point where the individual loses much more of their past memories. They get confused, disoriented, that eventually affects their behavior and personality. To add to the concern is the shrinkage of the brain known as atrophy, and the gradual loss of reasoning. Language also follows. It gets to a point where basic tasks become impossible for the individual to carry out single-handedly. So, the individual's mind is operating at a low level of cognition. From a hypothetical aspect, the mind is in need of stimulation. This is the purpose it serves within our day-to-day lives. So, looking at this from the angle or viewpoint of sensory motor stimulation, the gyroball may be able to work the nerves within the lower arms. This points to the concept within neurology. A bottom-up type of stimulation applied might provide greater feedback to the brain. Eye movement exercises, or what is titled as brain exercises, is thought of as a form of brain stimulation when reading from top-down physical movement. Such motions are known as complex movements that require significant neural resources that initiate physical responses. So, here's where the gyroball best applies when it comes down to helping to stimulate higher levels of brain activity within a cognitive impaired individual. Okay, the gyroball can provide constant, shifting resistance. BTW. Yes, you can work it like a baseball, because you're doing specific wrist maneuvers. This forces the brain to constantly remap the hand's position and the force required to maintain the spin. This engages both the cerebellum and motor cortex, which is referred to as proprioceptive feedback. Individuals dealing with cognitive decline, and are struggling to complete simple repetitive tasks can sometimes be less effective than novel stimuli. The gyroball helps generate ideal force, or provide enough torque, that enables higher levels of sensory noise that can help keep the brain's processing centers active, which is known as neural engagement. Alzheimer's often eventually impacts the ability to perform activities of daily living, or ADLs. This is where the gyroball can help strengthen the individual's wrists and hands while requiring coordination, or what is known as fine motor preservation, which could help preserve their independence needed for tasks like eating or dressing themselves on a day-to-day basis. It's crucial to understand that sensory stimulation is a powerful tool for quality of life and symptom management. It's also equally important that anyone within the scientific community understand the details provided here are not meant to deviate from the fact that Alzheimer's is considered a progressive biological disease. While waking up the mind through touch and movement is an inspirational and effective way to engage a patient in the moment, there is currently no evidence that gyroscopic technology can reverse brain atrophy or clear amyloid plaques. It's best viewed as a supplemental therapy to support coordination and engagement rather than a cure for the underlying pathology. Besides that, a comprehensive cognitive types of workouts that stimulate the brain so it stays active and healthy. There are three main aspects that categorize brain activity and stimulation. The first aspect is what we're talking about in regards to someone interacting with a gyroball device, which falls under the category of physical and tactile stimulation. Other hobbies or crafts such as gardening and clay modeling also apply there. That's not including anything else that may apply. If we're talking about cognitive stimulation, then things such as puzzles, or say learning a new language, and listening to music falls under this category. Last but not least is anything that's within the realm of social relations, which is in relation to group exercise, conversion, and storytelling. That's an area which helps decrease the level of depression and isolation, because too much exposure to that can lead an individual toward the increase of cognitive decline. Now, as for the gyroball itself, again it's a round-shaped handheld device, and inside of it is the rotor spinner. That's needed to help it generate powerful levels of gyration, which stimulates the areas we have talked about thus far. And for those who are wondering about the general instructions when using one of these handy gadgets, then get your pens and pencils ready. Okay, so to get the gyroball rolling, you want to start by using your fingers, or a pull cord to give it an initial spin. Some have pull-rip cords. Slight visible pull of cord above image. Visual, you go pro baseball on YouTube. Okay, from there the objective will be you maintaining and building speed with circular wrist movements. Now, also make sure to click the link below in the description to check out Kleber Pelerina's video. And also check out Heads Up channel's video down in the description as well. There are online guides to show the direction of rotation, super helpful for beginners. As you keep it going, the resistance builds up. It's not like lifting weights. It's dynamic resistance that increases the faster the rotor spins. Various models may come with specific features, like ones with LED lights that glow brighter, and change colors as the speed ramps up. It's a fun visual feedback system that keeps you motivated. Continuous use can seriously improve your grip strength and dexterity, making everyday tasks easier. Now, ponder this. This device doesn't deal with batteries, which implies there's a mechanical aspect to it. That's if you have one that needs a power source. In some versions, they're portable, and you can use it pretty much anywhere, whether at your work desk, on the couch. Even while you're en route taking a relaxing walk, you can have it handy. Moving on to the physical benefits, this is where the Gyroball really shines for overall upper body health. When you use it, you're targeting the fingers, wrists, arms, and especially the nerves in those areas. It increases blood circulation dramatically. You'll notice your veins popping out after a good session, which is a sign of that pumped up blood flow. Interestingly, there's not a lot of actual muscle in your fingers themselves. Grip strength comes mostly from tendons and ligaments, and your forearms help sustain your finger strength. There are 4 big muscle groups in there. Starting with the flexors and extensors, that control everything from your wrists to your grip. The Powerball works those thoroughly, helping to resolve issues where tendons and ligaments get hardened or stiff over time. If you've had injuries to your fingers, this can be a gentle way to rehab them without high impact. Studies back this up too. For example, research on the Powerball system has shown it can improve muscle strength, coordination, and manual dexterity in people with conditions like multiple sclerosis. In one study, participants saw better grip strength and reduced pain after regular use. Another looked at older adults with Parkinson's and found it reduced hand tremors while boosting dexterity. Even for general users, it enhances wrist proprioception. This is your mind letting you know where your body parts are in space, or basically it's telling you through sensory perception where your hands, feet, arms, legs are in real time. So, whether you're an athlete, a desk worker, or someone recovering from strain, this device simulates a workout that wakes up those underused areas. But it's not just about the body, for the real excitement comes from the potential holistic properties for neurological health. To wrap this up, the Gyroball is more than just a strengthener, it's a versatile device with potential to support both physical and cognitive health. From building grip and dexterity to stimulating nerves and brain activity through dual task elements, it's ideal for anyone, especially those facing cognitive challenges like Alzheimer's or dementia. If you're interested, grab one, they're affordable and easy to find online. So, if you liked what you heard today about the awesome Gyroball device, and how it may help to boost one's cognitive health, then smash that like button. And make sure to subscribe to Mind Blast Mechanics, where we dive deep into the observations that matter. Don't miss our next video, so make sure to tap that bell. Thanks for watching.